You've probably landed in Da Nang and ready for the beautiful beaches, great seafood, and scooters. Lots of them. And also you probably heard that people are saying that you probably don't know what life in Vietnam is like without riding a scooter. That is also true. But how do you get a scooter? I mean a good one, without being ripped off? Here's our story. Spoiler alert, our story involves an e-bike, a motorbike with broken engine, and a full tank of gas that we didn't actually use. Let's get started. Hi, welcome to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Ro. I started this channel to explore mindfulness in daily life. And today we're going to talk about scooter rent in Da Nang. So at first, we asked around. We consulted our friends who've been in Da Nang for a while, and we asked them to recommend a trusted motorbike rent place. So we shortlisted a few. So here, pro tip number 1, word of mouth is gold. Of course, Google reviews can help, but friends' recommendations or local expats' recommendations are always better. So we started small. I rented an e-bike for 3 days just to go around the city and hunt for apartments. So it was a very good choice for us back then because we didn't plan to go further away than downtown Da Nang, and I was most of the time riding the e-bike by myself. And the good side of an e-bike, it's lighter and it's more flexible and it's easy to ride, and you don't need to put gas in it. And for those who just want to zip around in downtown Da Nang, that is more than enough. But the downside is the motorbike rental place will not give you a charging wire. When the battery is about to be gone, you need to take motorbike back to the motorbike rental place to exchange battery. This is how they work here. It's quite economic because I used it for 3 days, and when I returned the motorbike, it still had 80% of battery. So I would say it's a very good option for solo travelers or couples with lighter weight. And if you are planning for longer trips, or if you're planning to go to the mountain to see Lady Buddha, I would say renting an e-bike is not a very good option. In my case, my husband is around 90 kg and I'm a low less than 50 kg. So 140 kg would be a bit too much for a small e-bike to go for long distance or to go uphill. So rent-wise, I paid 130,000 Vietnamese dong for 1 day. And that is around $5 US. If you want to rent that scooter for more than 5 days, the rate will be lower. It's around 100,000 Vietnamese dong. So after 3 days, we decided to go more serious. So we went back to the same place and we decided to rent a 125cc motorbike. It would be enough for both of us to ride and go longer distance, like going to Hoi An or going up to the hill. So it was quite smooth, and we did a test ride, and we asked the owner to fix a few problems for us. So tip number 2, don't be shy to point out problems and ask them to fix those problems. You're not being rude, you're just being smart. And please do expect some bargaining. For example, when we were asking them to install one phone holder on the motorbike, and the owner was a bit reluctant. She was saying that, for that model, we could not put a phone holder because of this and that, and we insisted that without a phone holder we could not go anywhere because we don't know the roads and we could not check our phone while riding. And if no phone holder, we would not rent them in the first place. So in the end, she agreed. I didn't see much trouble placing that phone holder on it, although it took a bit longer than a regular model. So for our case, it worked. We rented that motorbike for 30 days. They charged us 1.5 million. That is a bit less than $60 US. And it seems like a good deal. Unfortunately, with all the fix, after 1 day of ride, we still feel that something is off with the engine because it was so shaky that when we were waiting for the traffic light, it's like we could not read anything on the screen. It was so shaky and it's absolutely not normal. So we went back to the scooter place to see what we can get and if the mechanician could fix the problem or if we can get a new bike. So we went back. So here it's the thing. You probably paid, you probably got a bike, but that's not the end of the story. If you feel something's not right, you can still go back and see if they have other solutions. So don't feel shy to do that. So we went back and clearly they didn't have any solutions for those engines, and we tried other bikes at the same price range. Everything was shaking all the same, and the seller, the owner, tried to convince us that it is quite normal and everyone is riding a motorbike like this, but based on our experience, it is not. We did ride motorbikes in other places and they were definitely not like that. So we asked the owner that we want to return the bike because there's nothing that we feel comfortable to ride, and fortunately they agreed, and they only charged us for 1 day based on the monthly rate, because the monthly rate and daily rate are totally different. So it was quite smooth. Here's the other tip. It is okay to return the bike if you don't like it or if you don't feel safe riding it. What's the downside? We lost 130,000 Vietnamese dong because we spent all the money fueling the gas. That's around $5 US. And why? Because here in Vietnam, they rent motorbikes with empty tanks. So you rent empty tanks and you can return with empty tanks. If you return with full tank, you're lost because they are gonna take the gas out and still rent its gas tank empty to the next user. Probably when you rent a motorbike and you're not sure if you're gonna take it for a longer time, try to fill in the gas tank half full or something. You could tell them to fill in like 50K or 60K, 100K, just to see how it is to go around the city. It's not like a lot of money, but it's kind of waste. Gas station here is everywhere in town and gas price is pretty affordable. So tip number 4, bikes in Vietnam rent empty tank. You need to fill in the tank by yourself. And then literally within 10 minutes, we were searching on Google Maps and we found another rental shop within like 6 or 5 minutes walk from the previous one. And there we found a bigger, newer and smoother motorbike that's 125cc and at the similar price range. That was 1.6 million, $61. Here's a list of what you should always check before accepting a motorbike. Brakes. Test both front and back. Lights. Headlight, brake light, turn signals. Horn. Yep, it's essential here. They use horns to communicate with other people on scooters here. Tires. Make sure they're not worn out. Mirrors. Are they adjustable and stable? Kickstand. Seems minor, but broken kickstands can be a pain in the ass. And take it for a quick test ride. That will tell you more than any visual check. Tip number 5, always try to learn how to open seats and how to open the gas cover at the rental place. It sounds easy, but there may be some tricks because those bikes are not new, so there might be some difference between theory and reality. So sometimes you should not shove in the key too much inside. You should like shove half inside to turn to the seat side, and sometimes you need to sit on the seat to be able to make it open. And we had some awkward moments when we just parked and we could not open the seat to get things, or we could not open the seat to put things back. And lucky us, a lot of locals were willing to help when they see us struggling unlocking the seat. They came to help, but sometimes they couldn't. So I still remember the first day we spent like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to open, and still it didn't work. Tip number 6, you need to see and feel the bike by yourself. And friends' recommendations are good, but sometimes what others feel comfortable and good to drive may not feel the same way for you. And some pictures online, maybe from years ago, the motorbike may not be in the same condition right now. So always go there and have a test ride and feel it. So now you see, renting a bike in Da Nang is not that hard. It's way easier than finding a place with no construction sound in town. Let's regroup all those tips I talked about. Tip number 1, ask friends or expats for rental shop recommendations. Number 2, don't be afraid to speak up about issues before renting. Number 3, it's totally okay to return a bike if it's not working out. Tip number 4, remember, you'll need to fill up the gas tank yourself. Tip number 5, make sure you learn how to open a seat. Tip number 6, test the bike in person to make sure it suits you. Tip number 7, always check the essentials: brakes, lights, horn, tires. Da Nang is an amazing city, and having your own 2 wheels will make things even better. So just take it easy and trust your instinct. And don't settle for a motorbike that you don't feel comfortable with. Thanks for riding along with us in Da Nang, Vietnam. If you find this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tips. What your motorbike rental experience is like in Da Nang? Leave your story in the comment section below. So, till next time, breathe deeply, sip slowly, and scroll mindfully.